What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Wardcast, your weekly source for video game news, machinima, and survival horror discussion updates on the
I'm Mord.
ward, and more. I combined ward and more into one word. It was great. I'm your host, Sean Clark, alongside Jazz Rich,
On the Mord.
Alec Funhill,
So Alec wishes to inform the masses of his interest to probe an alien 3 times, making it a trilogy. See how those grey men enjoy it.
and Shayla Funhill.
What?
Everybody's you got a hill. He's got an L. You guys are both hills now.
I'm a funnel.
I don't know. It's just where my brain went. I don't know.
I don't have a hill.
You're rich.
Go
Oh,
back
fuck.
hill.
There it is. Jesus Christ. Technical difficulties at the ward. Where the hell? Okay. Everything's fine. I've got it under control, I promise. This week, I randomly thought to look up if there was going to be a physical version of The Thing remastered. Just randomly, just out of the blue. Nothing really inspired me to do
That's
it.
random.
I know, it popped into my brain. I don't know why. I probably just saw something that like reminded me like the theme of The Thing or something. So I looked it up, didn't find anything kind of like what I was expecting because there hasn't been any announcements about it or anything like that. So I was like, okay, whatever, it's fine. And then literally like within the next hour, boom, I get a notification on my phone that says, hey, Video Games Plus, you can now pre-order physical copy of The Thing. Like, what the fuck? What are the odds of that? Though it's probably because my phone was listening to me and it's like, oh, you were looking for this thing, so now it's going to tell me about it. But no, that can't even be the case because it was just an email directly from Video Games Plus. So like it had to just be like freak timing. It's so weird. But yeah, there's a physical version.
Like that.
There's a physical.
So did you find it also very fucking random then when I sent you my video and picture for the segment?
Yeah, like everything, it's all happening at once. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Everything all at once, everything everything everywhere.
Yeah, it's super weird. But yeah, so for those who are interested, if you wanted to get The Thing remastered on physical, you can do it on Video Games Plus, and Play Asia is going to carry it as well. I don't think they currently have a pre-order open, but they do have it listed on their website. So eventually you can get it through Play Asia too if you don't like Canada. Video Games Plus, they're a Canadian retailer.
But also, if you don't like Canada, you can straight up go fuck yourself.
There's that too. That as well.
Kidding. Just kidding. But please.
But yeah, go physical. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that one was actually going to get a physical release.
Yeah.
And I thought if it did, I thought it'd be limited run. But nah, I can't get it right now. Okay. But yeah, that's it.
Wow.
That's the end of the podcast.
Wow. This has been.
So all right.
Under 5 minutes.
All right.
Good.
On this week's episode, we're talking about Final Fantasy crossing over with Magic the Gathering, Among Us going 3D, Soul Reaver HD Collection getting a second chance at physical, and the Samurai Pizza Cats getting a revival. After that, Jazz has a segment on a gam. Then it's time for the Machinima Showcase. Machinima. And then for game time, we have the guessing game, 8-bit, and Where's Wongdo. I don't know if we'll get to all three of those. We'll see how time is. But yeah, we'll see what happens. And we'll close things out with Nobody Asked Us. But first, as always, it's the weekly recap. Jazz, how was your week?
Week was stressful and overwhelming a little bit, but it ended, so there's a plus side. I'm really busy at work, but then coming home and taking a little normal nap always feels good. Shayla, your mouth is moving, but she's eating.
No.
Busted.
No.
But I got a nice little surprise in the mail. Got my Visa bill. No, I'm just kidding. Alex sent me an early birthday present, even though I don't like getting birthday present. Little old Alex sent me one.
Well, why do you think I sent it?
Because he's such a mean timing. Boy. No, I'm kidding. Alex sent me a Nintendo 64.
Oh wow!
Nintendo 64. It has a gold.
Oh my god, Nintendo
It has a
64.
gold plate.
Nintendo.
So naturally, I plugged it into my capture device and busted out my old dusty ass cartridges to test it on stream. It took a little bit of a struggle, but it was turned out as because the cartridges were super dusty and they wouldn't work. But turns out it works perfectly fine. Everything works well. We had some good laughs. I tried to play GoldenEye and I sucked, and then I switched it and played some Diddy Kong Racing, A Bug's Life, which can go to hell. I never want to play that again.
So random.
I don't even know why I have it. I think a friend in like elementary school just gave me all of her 64 games, and that's one of the survivors. And then I played a little bit of Pokemon Stadium. And then Friday after work, I also have this that he sent me a while back, but I still have to get the expansion thingy that you put in, which they have one at the store, but I'm gonna do a little bit more shopping at that game store that I like.
I didn't even realize that game took the expansion cart.
Yeah, when Majora's Mask first came out, that's when I remember I first got mine. But I pulled out my old 64, which is like underneath, like I have them on my desk like this. So I pulled out mine and I opened it, but there's nothing in the expansion, like in the memory card or whatever slot. So I think I either gave it to like Howie or gave it to someone. So I'll just buy another one. They had them at the store. I opted for games instead. I only got one 64 game because I was looking at the shelves of old games that they have. It was all like sports games and like shitty. There's one game that I was like, "Ooh, this looks cool," and it was like Forsaken, and the cartridge looked really cool. And I looked it up, and I'm like, "No, I bought this for the PS2 or PS1, and it turned out to be like some plain shooting stuff. I already got fooled by this game. I don't want it again." Because the cover art looked cool. So
Yeah, I remember when that came out and going through that same process of, oh, this looks cool, and looking at the back and being like, oh.
yeah, well, I didn't look at the back. I looked at I looked at the front or whatever, and I was like, oh, this looks cool, and then started playing the game, and I was like, oh, so I didn't get it. I almost bought Turok 2 because I remember having a lot of good times with that game with my cousin on the 64. I almost bought one of those. It was Star Wars. I don't know, but I didn't want to pay like $30 for an old Star Wars game. It like the labels have like ripped off, and like I was like, nah. But then I remembered like they've got all the really good condition cartridges at the front in the display case of like all the different consoles. So I was like, oh well, I'll go look at those, and they had like Ocarina of Time for only $40, and I was like, well, I was surprised. Actually, I think that one was 60. So I was surprised it was only 60 because they had Majora's Mask for 100. So it's like, okay. So I'll probably be getting that, but I already have Ocarina of Time on other stuff. So the one game that I bought, which I think is funny because I had a slip up recently with this game, trying to describe it to one of you guys in Alex's game. And I'm going to play it. I'm probably going to stream it. And I'm finally going to be the one who played it and not just know it by one fucking annoying sound. I got Perfect Dark. Yeah. It only cost me $30.
How long has that game been out?
I don't know.
I think it came out in 97.
I don't know. It cost me $30. I don't know if it was a good deal or not, but I was looking through the games and I was like, yeah, I'm going to grab Perfect Dark because I was like, it's about time that I fucking play it for myself. Again, I played like Zelda, Bomberman, like I did Donkey Kong, like I didn't play a lot of the classic games, so now I'm trying to go back to them very slowly. I know it's a first-person shooter, and I know I had a hard time with GoldenEye, so I know I'm going to struggle, but I want to play in Joanna Dark's shoes or I don't know what the fuck, boots, whatever she wears. Oops,
sorry, go ahead.
No, that's it. And yeah.
Was the end of your sentence?
Yeah. Well, I was just like, see what it's like, and say I've played Perfect Dark. Next time Sean's like, hey, you guys played Perfect Dark? I'm like, yeah, I have. And I'm not going to describe it as you're a police in New York and you go to the opera and then people catch fire.
That's one of those weird games that's in like a it's one of the greatest games of like that generation, but it aged like milk. It's like you go back to it now, 007 as well, but you go back to it now and it's really hard to play because like it's in that era of first person shooters on the N64 where like you didn't have the two analog sticks, so they had to do this like weird gameplay style to make it work on that system. And yeah, it's got this weird like snap 2 aiming system, and it's pretty tough to go back and play that.
Jazz didn't think she was running when she was playing 007. So.
I wasn't. And listen, that brings me to another. I had to get myself another controller because the controller I have doesn't. You have to like really push the analog stick to run. And I remembered I had that issue in Ocarina of Time. Link was just kind of jogging; he wasn't running, so he'd never run like jump over ledges. He'd just kind of like roll off and go. Ugh! So I got myself another controller. It cost more than I wanted to. Like it was $40, but it was the only one they had. And he says like they all work really well, and if there's any issues with it, bring it back. So because they test their things, I was like, you know what, I'm going for it.
Yeah,
but now I can get 64 games.
You're probably better off like it's a licensed one, like an actual Nintendo branded one.
Yeah, it's the like official like. And it looks like super good. It looks like it's really, really good shape.
Yeah, you're way better off paying. You're way better off paying extra for like a Nintendo brand one than buying like a brand new one that's third party, because those are ass. Like they're cheaper.
Tell that nobody played Mario
and
Party
they're new, but they're also shit.
See, the other one, it was like from when we first bought our 64 like 30 years ago. So it survived me, it survived my cousins, it survived my sister, it survived Mario Party with the rowboat where you're doing like you put your hand on the thumbstick to like rotate the rowboat, so like you get the digging thing in your hand, but then also the thumbstick's like fucked. So yeah, I'll be nicer to that one, or I'll just figure out a way to buy a really. I don't even know if you could buy a brand new one. But yeah, we mentioned it last week, so I sent a picture to Sean. There was a fucking SNES console in a box, in its original box. I was impressed. I was like, hey, we were just talking about that. Click. Sean.
Yeah, it looked like it was really nice.
I don't know what that is.
Do you know?
It's a Super Nintendo.
Why does it look like that?
Because it's a PAL version.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that one looks more like the Japanese version. We had to be special in North America. We had to get our own special version.
Buttons, so sand can get under it. Speaking of sand, Shayla, how was your food and week?
It was pretty good. I've been like super busy. Work's been kind of kicking my butt, so I haven't really watched or played anything new. Just playing Lethal and editing some of our awesome Lethal clips, which has been really fun. And I haven't really watched. I mean, other than just like YouTube stuff, I haven't really watched much. But mainly because I've been spending my time editing. I did revisit Space Channel 5 Part 2 again, just because it is like one of my favorite games of all time. And I was so disappointed by the fact that it got delisted on Steam. Like all of those Dreamcast games are delisted on Steam, which I think is just, I don't know, they were really good like HD versions of all those games. And it's kind of sad to see all of those classics like not be available for people. Just a more reminder to why to get physical. And that kind of leads me into what I brought for I know we don't always do in show and tell, but I like doing it.
Yeah.
sharing some of my collection, which is some of my Space Channel 5 stuff. I
It's like a cover
have
of a Sims game.
the Japanese the Japanese version of 2, which is the freaking best one. Like the Dream or Space Channel 5 Part 2 is
How come you don't
amazing.
have the US version of?
I
Oh,
do.
is it just
I
like a
do.
cooler
The
box
space
or something?
Yeah, I just every chance like this one's like it's still got the plastic
Oh
on,
wow.
and every time I see a version of this game, I like it's like how you are with Resident Evil. Like I like to have all the different
Yeah.
versions because the US version was technically it was called Space Channel 5 Special Edition, and it had 1 and 2 in it. So and then I have this really cute little ooh la la Space
It's
Channel 5.
awesome.
And I made sure to get the Figma. It was really hard to pick because these were like at when they came out, they were like already priced at like $100, which is kind of high for a Figma. And but they had like both colors, so it was really hard because it was like I couldn't justify buying both versions, and it was like the orange version for one is so iconic. But at the same time, like Space Channel 5 Part 2 is my favorite, and I thought I like her white outfit. I think it looks really spiffy.
Spiffy.
So I went with Space Channel 5 Part 2. But at some point I wish I could try to hunt down the orange one too. That's literally the only difference between the two is the color. And it was like, oh, I can't justify getting both, even though I wish I
You just
could.
get
Yeah.
another white one and paint it.
But yeah.
Eh.
That kills me for collecting. It's
Right.
like figures and statues are the worst. They're so expensive. My Resident Evil collection has like barely any figures and statues because of that. They're just so much.
Mhm. But if you haven't ever played this game, you should. It's probably one of the most fun games out there, and it's got Space Michael.
So good.
But yeah, this game is so fun. If you haven't ever played it, you should. But yeah, that was my week. How about you, Alec? How was your week?
Well, first,
Sir Alec would like silence when informing the masses of his week. The type of silence that occurs after a tragic accident, such as 9/11 or when Taylor Swift is about to sing.
and here we go. My week, I paid for DLC for Dead by Daylight. These include the Saw DLC,
Oh my goodness.
Silent Hill DLC, and both Resident Evil DLCs. Thus, I played Dead by Daylight. In my first game as Leon was the only one that survived. Ada did not make it. I played Headliners with Sean, Jazz, and Shayla, which none of them talked about. I played New to Me and actually enjoyed the PSP game Echo Shift, a puzzle game. I also played Police Simulator and arrested myself. I also obtained 8 new Platinum trophies for the following games: Worm War Greengrocer, which is essentially Snake on the old Nokia 3310 phones. That probably still works. I got the Platinum trophies for Mars Fast, some quiz type game about the planet Mars. Then Stroke the Koala. And then the following games: the Jumping Chicken Wings, the Jumping Nuggets, the Jumping Pumpkin,
Ice Cube,
the Jumping Ice Cream,
That's a game?
and finally, the Jumping Muffin.
Oh.
Bringing my total platinum games
to
the
0.
grand total to 69.
Sir Alec
What-
had delayed his
what just
announcement of
happened?
speaking for comments, questions, and/or congratulations of another successful week.
No
Cheerio.
comment.
Pip pip. How dare you,
Hooray!
Alec? How dare you go back to your old ways of getting these shitty garbage platinums?
What are you going back to? He never stopped.
I thought he did.
Yeah,
I mean, he hasn't talked about getting a platinum on one of those shitty games in a while. I thought he was over it. I thought he evolved.
No, I just went all the way to 69. And speaking of 69, Sean, how was your 69?
That was last week.
Yes, I know. That's why
But-
I'm asking about this week.
But you were asking how my 69 was. That was last week, not this week.
Yeah, so it's now 270. So last week into this week.
Oh my god. Uh, I spent most of my week editing. Sounds like I had a similar week to Shayla. But yeah, this week's news videos and my PC have both been assholes, so I was struggling with that. That's why we started late today. But the big thing is I spent about 2 days putting together and editing the latest video on the channel. It's sort of a brief analysis of the recent DICE awards. So putting that together, it took a long time because the award show itself was 2.5 hours. So I had to go through 2.5 hours of footage and edit all that together. Plus I had to go through, getting all the game footage and downloading that and cutting all that up. So it was a shit ton of work, but yeah, I got that together and it fucking delayed my progress on putting together the news for the week. So yeah, but yeah, it was a lot of work, but I got it done. So that's good. Other than that, I played Lethal Company with you guys, and I played Headliners, but you know that. I platinumed the game as well, but it's a real game. I platinumed Rise of the Ronin, which was really, really good game. And and I played a little bit of Pac-Man World Repack because it was one of the free games, and I don't know. I was just kind of in the mood to. That's one of those games I missed out on the PS2. I never played it, but I always wanted to, and it kind of just fell in my lap because it was one of the free games. So I gave it a shot, and it's really good. I like it so far. Have you guys played it at all? Because it was one of the free games. No.
I redeemed it, but I
Yeah,
haven't got.
same.
to
You
play
should.
it yet.
It's really cool. It's got it's a kind of like a Crash
I'd probably
Bandicoot
like
kind
it.
of 2.5D side scrolling game, but it also has
Yeah.
peppered in throughout the different levels. There's little segments of classic Pac-Man where you go in and it kind of turns into a little maze thing, and it's really cool. It's very unique. Yeah, I like it.
Cute.
And yeah, that was my week. Lots of editing. More to come. It never stops.
We had
Never
a.
ends.
I'll watch my phrasing here.
This real quick. This is the video as well. If you guys want to go check it out on the channel, it's yeah.
I already watched it.
Oh wow.
I jumped on it.
Oh,
Speaking of 69,
check
we
it out.
had here 69 centimeters of snow in 2 falls.
Oh my
We had
goodness.
back-to-back snowstorms. It was insane.
Oh god.
Yeah. Can't even see Beth's car. It's literally a snowbank right now.
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, speaking of 69.
Yeah, it's been snowing here, but not anywhere near that amount.
Yay.
Yeah, you win.
Canada.
Canada.
And for our metric system people, that is
We're in the metric
that
system,
is
Shayla.
snow. Oh my bad, non-metric.
We're the metric system people.
For the
What is
opposite
ours?
of that.
For the people in the metric system, we
Yeah,
don't know centimeters.
For the fucking people in the USA that are got to be oddballs and use not the metric system, that's 2 feet.
The more you
No.
know.
Oh, 2 feet.
That's a lot of snow. That's a
Is that an umbrella,
lot of snow.
Ella? Wow, Canada. Well, Jazz, did you send him that?
I
I
heard it
don't
was
know,
snowing.
did I?
yes, you did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It came in this dildo holder.
Oh, you should have told. Wow, you should have told me that you were going to get an umbrella because I could have grabbed my umbrella. We could be
Oh,
umbrella
go get
buddies.
your umbrella.
It's too
The
far.
one that came from Shayla?
Wow.
I told her already. She knows.
I know what.
That it's time for...
Time for an umbrella.
Oh yeah.
Guess fucking what time it is.
Wow.
That's fucking with...
News time. All right, so first up, Soul Reaver. Wow. The Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver series was brought back in December of 2024 with an HD remaster. This was great news, unless you're still buying physical. Soul Reaver 1 and 2 HD Remastered is one of many modern titles that did not get a full retail release, which is becoming more and more commonplace. Luckily, physical game distribution company Limited Run Games picked up the rights to manufacture a physical run of the game. That was great news. However, for some reason, the standard version of the game sold out. Now, back in 2018 or so, this would have made sense. At this time, they used to sell limited quantities of their releases, generally limited to below 2,500 copies, hence the name Limited Run Games. Sometime between 2018 and 2022, during the company's expansion, they changed their distribution model to allow anyone who wanted a copy of the game to buy one through an open pre-order window. No more limited quantities, just limited time. Yet even with this model, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 HD somehow sold out, unless you want the collector's edition for $149.99 US. Due to this random closing of the pre-order window, many who wanted to buy the game physically missed out. But wait, in comes Video Games Plus, a reprinting company based in Canada. No, we're not sponsored. Who are not only reviving the physical release and selling it for almost $4 US less than Limited Run, but are also offering a deluxe edition for $49.92 US. The deluxe edition comes with a steelbook, physical soundtrack, art book, and collector's box for less than you'd pay for a typical retail new release. Yeah, Video Games Plus just told Limited Run Games, hold my drink.
It's hold my beer.
I know, but
It's
it's the
YouTube.
YouTube.
It's hold my Molson. It's Canada.
There you
So
go.
dumb.
So yeah, they're bringing it back. They're
Good.
getting a second printing to those that missed out on the first printing. You can get the physical version, which is cool, and they're doing the deluxe edition, which is great.
And
I almost bought that game at the store.
get some competition in the market besides scalpers. Like, I'm so sick of seeing limited run games like get sold out and then sold online for like 3 times the amount. It's ridiculous.
Video Games
Stop
Plus
eating,
is
Sean.
Video Games Plus is being they're kind of being like the champion of the industry in my eyes in terms of like physical. Like they're kind of taking over the throne that Limited Run used to have, because now they're kind of going in and they're not only publishing like newer releases, but they're also doing like second and third printings of older games that were like super rare. Like they went back and they did second printings for like that Berserk PS4 game that was like starting to get really expensive. What was it called? There's a bunch of like JRPGs and stuff like that that like they just had very small printing runs, and now if you want to pick them up, you're going to spend like between $80 and $120 to pick those up. So like games like that, Video Games Plus goes back and they do a second run printing, and they do it for normal price. Like they sell them for, you know, between $30 and $60. So they're not like price gouging or anything like that. They're just giving people another opportunity to go back and buy games that were really rare, which is really cool to see. And now they're doing more frequent things, like they're doing The Thing, like I talked about earlier, and they're doing this game, Soul Reaver. So yeah, it's nice to see them kind of breathing more life into the physical industry. It's good. Anybody going to be picking up Soul Reaver? Jazz, you mentioned you were thinking about picking it up digitally.
No, well, I when I was at the store, they had like the first game, like the original game, and I was looking at the case a lot, and it was cheap, and I was thinking of like, I was like, oh, I should play that.
Yeah,
the old one.
The old one. You should play the new one. Well, maybe it's probably censored, but yeah. Either way, it's cool. I'm excited. I never played the second one, so it'll kind of be the best of both worlds for me when I get it, because I can relive the original in nice cleaned up graphics, and I can play the second one for the first time, and it'll be good. But yes, Dragon Band of the Hawk was the game, and I heard it was really good. I never played it. I have it now because of Video Games Plus, but yeah, I don't know if I want to open it, because like it, even though they did give it another printing, it's still really expensive for some reason. So like, I don't know. I think that game's going for like $120 new, and it's like I want to open it and play it, but like fuck. Did
That's a
that
lot of
game
money.
have a digital version? I don't remember. I'll have to look into that. Because that might be one that I just buy on sale for like $20 digital, and then I can keep the physical all shiny and new. Because that's what I do.
Shiny.
Anyways, next up. It's time to murder your friends in glorious 3D and also murder them in secret. The original 2D version still holds on to a solid 10K plus player base consistently, still staying relevant almost 7 years after its release. It's a far cry from its peak 438.5 thousand, but in the crowded video game market, that's not a bad number for an indie game released in 2018. But now it's going to get a nice revitalization as the game goes 3D. Publisher Innersloth has already taken Among Us into the 3D plane with Among Us VR, but now the fully 3D version will be playable without a headset, and it will offer cross-play between the two. Currently, there's no release date, but the game can be wishlisted on Steam now.
Then I shall do that then.
Yes.
There you go. Exciting.
Yeah.
I've watched them play it.
We should still go back and play the original. Like, I still have some trophies I need to get. I want that platinum. And
Yeah.
to be honest, like, I haven't really played a whole lot of it anyways. So like, we played it once or twice and I liked it, but I don't know, I guess we kind of moved on from it or something. But it was fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be down.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, the next
I got
one.
the platinum on it.
Of course you did, you fuck. Hey, I'll give you this. At least it's a real game. Congratulations. So this next one is going to be Shayla. She did a little old
Wait
news.
a sec. Hold the pause.
Hold
Has
the
you ever
pause.
played Among Us? Among Us?
Oh,
Well,
That's
yeah,
gonna
we
get
gotta
fixed.
fix that. We gotta fix that. That's not
I
right.
remember
Diz,
scaring
it's
Shayla
murder. It was
playing
made
Among
for
Us.
people like you.
yeah.
I mean, all I did was go into the cafeteria and you just went, ah! You ran away.
Convinced.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Would you believe me if I told you they made a game neo-feudal style Japan featuring mecha anthropomorphic animals based on an anime made over 30 years after the show's original airing, with a dub similar to Ghost Stories or MCX? Samurai Pizza Cats is the kind of show that's got enough fourth wall breaks that'll make Ryan Reynolds' head spin.
Why? What have you heard?
You heard me right. The pop culture referencing Samurai Pizza Cats are back in game form as a side-scrolling 2D style game with really cool 90s animation aesthetic, and I can't wait to try it out. The trailer that was released this week features new animation with the original voice actors, and the little details of the characters busting out of the aspect ratio is a cool modern touch that shows they understood the assignment. I hope this could open doors for more of this style game in the future. No word of a physical release, but this seems like the kind of game Limited Run would jump on. Definitely excited for this one. I also hope it opens doors for more games in this style. So what do you guys think?
First off, I want to know how many times you recorded yourself trying to say the word anthrop.
I know, right?
I can't even fucking say it.
Yeah, that game looks really cool.
I'm so impressed with how like they made it look like 90s, like that 90s anime aesthetic. I really like that.
It kind of reminds me of Cuphead, but like instead of like 50s, it's
Right?
90s.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking. But like there's so much potential where like can you imagine like other cool 90s animes getting like video games like doing like recreating that style for other stuff like Sailor
Such a
Moon
big-
or what
Alec became the queen. Sorry.
like Sailor Moon or I don't know. I thought especially with and then with the Pizza Cats, it was just so random. Like that show, I looked it up and it's like almost 35 years old. It's like holy shit. That's so random, but also really fun and it looks awesome.
Yeah, when I first saw that footage, I was like, is this just footage from the old show? What the fuck is this? And then I watched more of it and I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God, they did a really good job of making it look authentic.
Right?
It's really cool.
Yeah. And got original voice actors to to record for it
That's
too.
awesome.
So yeah, that's super awesome.
All right, we got one.
I want to see more
Yeah,
stuff
got
like
one
that.
more, and then we'll go into Jazz's segment. Final Fantasy is crossing over with Magic the Gathering with multiple sets and tons of cards that offer characters from across the entire franchise. Some of the characters that'll be available include fan favorites like Cloud, Terra, Tidus, Sephiroth, and more. Plus, you can get commander-themed sets that focus on specific titles like Final Fantasy 6, 7, 10, and 14. Booster packs can include cards from all Final Fantasy titles. The entry fee to get into the Final Fantasy Magic Collection starts fairly reasonable, with the starter kit going for $19.99 US. It includes 2 pre-assembled 60-card decks, 2 deck storage boxes, a guidebook, 4 double-sided tokens, 2 reference cards, and 2 online codes for 2 people to play online. Here's the catch. If you really plan on collecting, you're likely in for a substantial investment. The specific game-themed commander decks go for $69.99 each for 100 cards, or you can buy a collector's edition bundle of all 4 sets with foil variants for $599.96. There's a 12-pack of collector's boosters for $455.88, which breaks down to about $38 per pack. Then you have the Play Booster packs, which you can get in a box of 30 packs for $209.70. There are other options available as well for those interested and who can afford the investment, but keep in mind these are all entry-level pre-order prices, and most of these are already sold out. So if you really want to get your hands on some of these when they release on June 13th, you may have to pay a premium.
They got titties, but not Tifa.
Titty Tifas.
Man, it would have been so cool if they were more accessible. Magic is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
now.
that's insane. Fucking hundreds and hundreds of dollars for fucking cardboard. Like, come on. Like, I'd really like to get some of the.
If they're not
Oh,
over,
good.
if they're not over marked up, because I've been with friends trying to hunt for Magic cards, and they sell out so fast. Like online's bad, in store is bad. So like all of these prices mentioned are most likely going to be even higher because they're going to they're probably
Yeah,
gonna
that's what I
sell
was saying
out.
in the video. Like, most of these are already sold out. So,
Yeah.
like, if you're lucky enough to get them at those prices, which are already insane,
Mhm.
then there you go. But yeah, you're most likely going to be spending way more than that. And like, think about like Magic in general, like none of the crossover ones, but the base Magic cards, like those already are expensive. Plus, like
Mhm.
there's certain ones of those that fucking skyrocket in volume 2. So just imagine like the rare Final Fantasy crossover cards. Like, how much are those going to cost? Like fucking $2,000. It's going to be
Right.
insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool, and I'm not a big Magic person. Like, I've never played it, but I don't really have that much of an interest to do so. But like, if they were accessible and affordable, like it's a cool little thing that I would have bought
Yeah.
just to have in my collection, but like not for that price. No, sir.
See, I'm kind of bummed because I like when they release stuff like what they were talking about, the one where it's like the Cloud and Sephiroth one, where it's like if you buy those, you instantly are able to play. Like you get 2 pre-constructed decks so that like I could buy those and just play with someone. I love that kind of stuff. Like I don't even collect a lot of Pokemon cards anymore, but like I have occasionally picked up stuff like that where it's like, oh, look, I can if I buy this pack, it comes with 2 decks, so I could just like play with someone if I bought this right out the box. And I don't know. I hope at least those are something I could obtain because
I just feel like
yeah.
it's a trap. It's like they have this starter
Yeah.
deck. It's only $20. You get 2 full decks. It gives you a taste for it. You can play with
Mhm.
your friends, and then you're fucked because then
And
you're
you want
into it. You
more.
like it. You want more, and then you got to dip your toes into these fucking
Mhm.
$200 here, $500 here kind of shit. Like it's a little manipulative, but yeah, I wish it was a little bit more accessible.
Yeah, Magic's
They better not do a
crazy.
Resident Evil one. I'll be pissed. I will be pissed.
Uh-oh.
About that note.
Yeah. I have a surprise news story for you. But speaking of Jazz having a news story.
This just in. Alec fell in the toilet.
Wow.
Oh,
He's
he's
back.
back.
He swam
Oh,
to
wow.
safety.
Yes, I do choke my dog.
Alec, no.
I didn't know you had a dog.
Hold on.
Don't.
So we were talking about the thing earlier. So coincidentally, I have a thing to talk about.
Thing.
Uh, so I've been meaning to talk about this game for a few weeks now, but better games kept coming up, like headliners, which was really fun. So I think this one could be really fun too, since it's also co-op. But it's definitely without a doubt based off the thing. But Nuclear Nightmare, not to be confused with Nuclear Winter, as I did many times. It brings us into another Lethal Company type of experience, with online co-op survival horror. You and 4 friends form an elite extraction team of 5, obviously, math, in a thrilling mission to recover classified materials that are hidden in the harsh Arctic landscape. Again, everything's going to sound like the thing because it totally is, but still, the thing was awesome. You gather supplies to call in an evacuation chopper and make your escape back to civilization. You explore a vast open world with a variety of vehicles and trusty huskies, the dogs. Alec, just before you got any weird ideas. Oh yeah, you're not that guy anymore. Sorry. You're Sir Alec. I'm trying to make the jokes before he does. To help you navigate the huge terrain. Earn points to unlock powerful perks at soda machines. We love those. Discover new suits. And more important than anything else in the game, unlock new dance moves. Keep in mind that your time is running out. Once time runs out, the government initiates a devastating nuclear strike to contain the spreading threat. But yeah, what's the threat? That's a great question. Classified materials that you're retrieving is critical information about a vaccine for the black goo virus. This lurking threat could turn anyone. This lurking virus could turn anyone at any moment, including your loyal husky companions. During this mission, you have to test for infections, stay vigilant, manage your resources wisely, and any vaccine that you use can cure an infection only once, and your inventory is limited to just 5 slots. You have to you can scavenge for flamethrowers, shotguns, flare guns, and much more to defend yourself against the dangers. But you won't know if you're trusting the right friends, if you're making the right choices, or if the virus is going to get you. Nuclear Nightmare allows you to customize your experience, tailor your world. It doesn't teach you how to read, apparently. Hang on, I gotta make my font bigger because I'm old and blind. All right, Nuclear Nightmare allows you to customize your experience and tailor your world settings to match your unique playstyle. The more perks you unlock, the more changes you have to survive. Huskies can be tamed to scavenge items for you if you want to be lazy. They will guard your location or they will alert you to dangers. Snowmobiles and helicopters can be driven or piloted through the Tetris treacherous terrain, helping you with the open world navigation. So nobody has to walk around the big wide open world. Well, you can, but you don't have to. And who doesn't love a dynamic gameplay? Nuclear Nightmare randomly generates events, enemies, items, and scenarios for a fresh experience every time you play with your friends. The fate of humanity hangs in the balance. Now more than ever, only you can prevent the impending apocalypse. Will you rise to the challenge in time, or will you die?
Is that in the script?
No. A lot of
Yes.
that shit wasn't in the script.
Yeah.
We had the thing. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so I don't know if we've all seen the thing here, but the thing is,
I have.
and now to be able to go with a team of 5, or well, to be part of a team of 5,
Yeah.
and play online where there's all kinds of shit going on, and one of you could be infected, and you have to like do tests to see who's infected and use the cure and all that shit. While trying to actually find the information and all that shit, and before the time runs out. I think it would,
One of them is Among Us.
what there's a monster among us. There's a fungus among us. Yeah. So the trailer, there were 2 trailers. One that kind of gave a little bit more about the game, and then the one I chose. So let's watch
Yeah.
together.
Wow.
It kind of gives stuff.
Shows the important parts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dancing. Snowmobiles with flame, like fire. But it seems to have a lot of features, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one thing that bothers me about games like this is like when there's just not much to do, it tends to get old really quick. That's
Yeah.
why Lethal lasts so long. You know, there's always things to go and buy, and you can get points and upgrade and buy stuff. You know, like you need some kind of like gameplay loop that keeps you coming back.
Yeah. This one I feel would suck if it was just online. Like if it was just like alone, or like just the fact that you play this with friends. I feel like it's just gonna make the game so much, like, a lot of the reviews, some of the reviews were like, oh, not worth it, oh, this is just it. But like most of the reviews that I read were just like, this game is fucking hilarious. Me and my friends had so much fun playing this and drinking.
Aw.
This game is just like the most fun we had. This game is just, don't take it too seriously and just have fun. I'm like, okay, this is a word game. Like, this is us. And
Yeah, I wanna
for me,
try
it's only
it.
$8.99, so it's not going to be expensive for you guys.
Ooh.
So, and that's regular price.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. But I like how
Awesome.
they literally, like, unless that's like a fan made thing, like the figure with the light coming out of its face. Like, I was finding that everywhere when I was looking for pictures. And the fact that it's the actual like thing, like the thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But yeah.
Yeah, it looks cool. Sounds cool.
Again, make sure you look for Nuclear Nightmare and not Nuclear Winter. Those are 2 different games.
Just
Nuclear Winter looks
look
cool
for the
too.
thing.
They have another game that I also want to talk about at some other point. It's called Nebraska, but we will talk about it on a later episode because it looks also pretty cool.
Nice.
And another one, but I forgot
Nebraska.
what it's called. Yeah,
Another one.
another one.
Oh my god, I forgot to put things in the queue. Son of a bitch.
QQ.
Wow.
Hold on to your ass. You're gonna see some stuff. Good job. Did I not even upload that video? Oh my god, I didn't. Every podcast is my first podcast. I want you to know.
It's been 270 episodes.
We're professionals.
I can't even find it. Let's go over here.
I need bigger hands to hold my ass.
Talk amongst yourselves while I do technical difficulty stuff.
Hey, you guys remember that time that Sean didn't know what he was doing on the podcast?
I'm sorry. I'm
Which
too busy
one?
holding my giant ass.
What a
Oh,
fucking
wow.
noob. Yeah, I just need like 2 hands for 1 cheek.
Wow.
But yeah. So anyways, Smooth.
So what's your guys' favorite 90s anime?
Ranma,
Pokemon.
Yeah.
or is that 80s?
Pokemon. Get out of here.
All
right,
Slayers.
Bye.
It's just wow.
Slayers.
Oh, that would be a
Queen,
cool
bitch.
game, actually.
Slayers?
Yeah. I'd like to see it in kind of like Golden Axe style, where it's like 4-player side scroll and beat 'em up.
No, it'd be cool in like Gauntlet style,
Yeah.
or like Baldur's Gate style.
Oh my god, that'd be awesome.
Actually, you could just make like the characters in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a
I call dibs on Gowery.
make like a fucking halfling for Lena.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs drugs when you get your weekly dose of the ward? Apparently we do.
All right, so it's going to take a minute to upload the video file. So we're going to do a game, and then we'll bounce back to the Machinima Showcase.
Okay.
Which one would you like to play first? Alec?
Sir
game.
Alec wishes to remind
game.
you that
That's
it
what
is
I
a
was gonna
busy game
say.
time. Do not use Google or other websites such as Pornhub while playing these games. Sir Alec humbly presents to you the guessing game. I remember playing the guessing game with him once. Needless to say, I no longer have any family.
Okay, so guessing game. You guys know how to play this game. I'm gonna send one to not Sean because he's a little busy.
I thought you were gonna say he's a little bitch. The way you started your sentence,
Well,
because he's a little busy.
He's a little bitch.
there we go.
Oh,
To Jazz.
yeah, I didn't get the alert because I'm all busy.
Also a little bitch.
Okay, so you have animals in captivity and you're using them to your advantage in this
Pokemon.
large building.
Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
Yes, easy.
Okay.
Is that my turn or is it Jazz's turn?
It's my,
Somebody.
Doesn't matter.
it's my turn.
Ladies first.
She's giving it to me.
Giving it away.
Give it to me.
Ugh.
Okay. It's a game about it's gay.
What?
I should know this.
I just found out it's gay, and it has
Dragon Age the
girls in
Velguard.
it.
Wow,
It
Sean.
has girls in it, and it has
Life is strange.
yeah.
Gay and girls.
Just
Life is
found out
strange.
today.
I just found out they were showing me your music video, Sean. And like when the two girls kissed, I was like, "This game is gay."
Yeah, it's literally like she's
God,
watching them
spoiler
and being
alert.
like crying and being emotional, and then she's just like out of nowhere. They're gay. I was like, oh, did she not know?
No, I had no idea.
Alright,
I mean, like they're in their underwear in the pool, but
Okay,
Didn't-
okay. Let me give a game to Alec. Okay. Oh.
Jeez. Just take a shit.
Yeah.
was that the hint?
Oh, right. Oh,
beer.
no. What about what is I can't even think. Oh, yeah, I know what it's called. I can't see my keyboard.
Leo.
There. Did I do this one already? I don't think so.
Okay, alright. So, a guy goes to multiple places delivering packages because other people are
Death
too
Stranding.
lazy and scared.
Too easy.
And Sean, pick a person.
Okay. It's hard because I want to pick something that I know you guys will know, but there's so many games I want to pick that I don't think you'll know.
Like when we don't know.
That's how I kind of challenge.
Make it hard. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit! I saw the little notification. I was like, no, it's
Oh,
me.
it's me.
I know nothing of this game.
I know.
You wanted a challenge.
Google.
So
Don't do it.
it's Halloween, and you're not in the sky.
Well,
What?
But the opposite of the sky is like
the grass.
Plants vs. Zombies?
no,
Oh.
that's not really Halloween. But there's
Oh,
a lot
that's
of
true.
this at Halloween. So yeah, there's like ghosts, and the ghosts possess people, and the character has to kill the ghosts while looking
Phantasmophobia?
for someone
Project Zero?
who who
wait.
might have
While
fallen
looking-
and is now laying there.
Until
This
dawn?
is the best description of this game I've ever heard.
Okay, let me try again. The main character is a girl
Okay.
Is
who
she
goes to a spooky place
Okay.
where there's monsters and ghosts, maybe.
gay? Clock Tower?
Eternal Darkness?
And she reads a letter from someone.
Oh, does
no.
she read the letter? Is it Clock Tower 3?
Is it
Okay,
Silent
no,
Hill
she
3?
no, they're right. She doesn't read a letter. She doesn't read a
Is it
letter.
Silent Hill 3?
No, she
Oh.
she does no. So maybe there's a cemetery. And if not, the cemeteries are also known as this.
Tomb
Yeah.
Raider?
No,
Shadows
what?
It's
of
Tomb Raider?
Rose?
No.
Oh,
No. I haven't played this game.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
Okay. It's the opposite of a
Am I
sky.
gonna feel really stupid when
I mean, when
Haunting Ground.
yes.
land? Oh.
Wow, good job,
What
Alec.
does that have to do with Halloween?
I don't know. It's
Opposite of the
haunting.
sky, ground. Okay,
Why
there
did
we
you
go.
mention the dog?
She was,
I
she
did
was
never
trying-
played it.
She was trying to get you guys to like say the words haunting and ground.
I've never played the game. I don't know a fucking dog.
That
I
was
was
so
guessing.
good.
I said there's monsters and ghosts, maybe.
It's
Maybe.
literally like useless. The dog is a main character.
I'm just like, she writes a letter, and he's like, clock tower. I'm like, okay, never mind. There's no letter. I was like, was that from that?
Oh man.
Great.
See, that's the more challenging part of the game. It's more fun that way.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm like
apparently-
staring at Sean's face the whole time I was talking to him.
Apparently I was wrong. Like it's way better when you don't know what the game is. 'Cause
Yeah,
that was amazing.
yeah. That was awesome.
All right. So now it's the Machinima showcase. This week's showcase is creator M. Diamond. This is a creator who made Machinima back in 2013 and then fell off the map for about 8 months, like Machinima creators tend to do. He recently returned 2 months ago, reviving his series Regan, using the Halo series. It seems kind of like a mixture. It's like a 40-minute video. We're clearly not going to watch the whole thing, and I only watched a little bit of it. And it seems like it's a mixture of humor, but also like drama. So, yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the aim with this series is. I'll have to watch more of it. But what drew me to this is just the voice acting is like really, really good. And the cinematography on it, like where the camera's placed and stuff like that, just the way that it's shot is like really impressive. But yeah, it's really cool. Being a 40-minute long episode, I'm going to skip probably like 2 minutes in because it's kind of slower paced as well. So we're going to jump about 2 minutes in, and then we'll probably watch maybe 3 minutes of it or so. And then if you like it, you can head over to their channel and watch the rest of it, subscribe to them and all that good stuff. But yeah, here we go. Oh shit. There, we'll do there.
didn't even know what hit her. I swear, I'll never forget the look on that bitch's face.
God damn. Don't tell me you just left her there.
Course not. I buried her out by Olive Creek. Ain't nobody gonna find her there. You could be sure of that.
Holy motherfuck! Oh my god. Holy fuck. What the fuck? Fuck!
Fuck you, motherfucker!
Eddie!
You think you could come down here and fuck with us?
Eddie,
Do
stop
you
it!
know who we are? I'll fuck you up, you
Eddie!
piece of shit! Ain't nowhere gonna be safe for you!
Oh, fuck!
The swerving. Jeez.
Who are you?
Nora Toombs wishes you safe travels.
Have you ever wanted to escape? Escape from the dreariness of the day-to-day? From the cold and unforgiving bite of the big city? To a place of absolute beauty and peace?
This part reminds me of her revelations.
No further, because we have all that and more here in Yellow Leaf. Come and enjoy our beautiful township, meet some friendly locals, dine at our prestigious restaurants, and stay the night in our world-class resort, the Yellow Leaves. Learn about the history of the old war by visiting the Battery, a huge anti-air cannon over 200 years old. Legend has it there are secret tunnels hidden deep within. Will you be the first to rediscover them? Get amongst nature with our 17 different hiking trails. Explore the lush forest and discover our majestic waterfalls. And for those looking for a real challenge, set out on a
Leo,
3-day guided
hi.
expedition to the top of
Hey,
Silver
Maura.
Mountain. Believe us, that view
Why doesn't this place get a mention?
Huh? Oh, the commercial? Oh, they didn't ask, but I'm glad. It's so cheesy. They've been playing it every hour. It's driving me insane.
Yeah.
You working?
Just finished for the day.
Not too challenging, I hope.
It wasn't.
Good.
How's Bo?
We're taking it day by day. And every day she's more like her old self. We're doing good.
I'm glad.
So, you're gonna order something or just sit there taking up space?
Eggs and coffee, thanks.
Coming right up.
Yellow Leaf, where you decide.
But yeah, it kind of gives you an idea of what the show's going to be like. But yeah, it's really really well done.
The voice acting is so good.
Right, it's amazing, and even just the way it's shot, like there's so many different camera angles and pans and stuff like that. It's really well done.
This is such a small detail, but I really like that. Like when the shots of the dude like running away through the forest, and then when he stops, like he's like heavy breathing, and then he even holds his breath while he takes the sniper
Yeah.
shot, and then goes back. It's like that was really good. That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, so head over there and definitely give him a couple of views and subscribe if you like his content.
Over there.
Over there. Right there, over there.
Right there, over there.
All right, now back to the gams.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Hello!
Where'd that Wong go?
All right, I got it. Let's go.
I've got to share my screen for this. Do, 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 do. It's the same picture.
Hey!
All right. I got 5
That's
this
it.
time, but we'll see if we get through them. All right. These are a little bit easier than last week's. Or last time. Here's the first one. Hey, speaking of Halo.
Did I see her already?
Yeah.
Yeah. An easy one.
That thing doesn't even magnify, Alec.
I don't see her.
I see, sir.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see her. Nice.
Give Alec a little more time.
Nope.
I'm
I
sorry.
am blind.
If you're blind, I'm so sorry.
All right. You guys want to say it together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
3, 2, 1. She's behind the tree on the left.
Yeah.
By the rock, yeah.
Yeah, there she is.
You two have never masturbated.
She's poking her head out. She don't want to get shot by the evil grunts.
Don't worry. If you can't see it, just put your hands on the screen and feel for her. Just kidding.
All right. Number 2.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Now I know why you were on.
I see it. That's awesome.
What? Wait.
That's amazing. Wow.
Yeah, I was laughing.
That's pretty good.
Wait. No. I'm so upset that I don't.
I need to wear glasses.
I'm like, she's in the empty bottles, right?
That help?
No.
No. Nar.
All right, that nar.
Nar. Nar.
Wait, zoom in again? I need a hint. What?
Oh.
What? You see her?
Oh.
You just
Oh.
found her?
Oh.
I don't see her this time.
She's over there.
Right over there.
What? Where?
Should we say together, Sean?
Hey, say together what item she's next to.
The bell.
Bell. What?
In between the cups. As a duck.
Oh my god.
I
So
was
good.
so proud of. I did so much editing to make her fit in. I was looking for a good picture of Ada that looked blocky, and as soon as that one came up, I was like, "Yes!" And I went the whole
It's
time.
so perfect.
The whole time I was taking this
So
picture
perfect.
too, there was a ghost laughing at me. I was not having it. All right, number 3.
Oh,
I like how you're laughing.
This one I was just laughing.
that's funny.
This one was just for fun.
What? Oh, is that her in the? Is that her face? Oh, I see it. She's the merch.
Yeah.
Oh, oops, my bad. Oops, I'm sorry. My bad.
What are you buying?
Bloody.
I like your dick, you know.
I ruined it. I'm sorry.
You know what it is now, Alec. Anyway. Oops, I'm trying to zoom into the wrong window. To the wrong window. Yeah, anyways. There she is.
The fucking glasses.
Secretly.
They're not upside down.
I was laughing because As soon as I erased this and the bandana went over, I fucking died. All
I
right.
think it would have been more difficult if you used one that didn't have the glasses. The glasses kind of pop out.
I know I wanted to. All right. Number 4.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Yeah, I had to get a little challenging at some point.
Well, now that the duck was a thing, I know that it might not be a traditional
No,
Ada.
that was the only one that it's not a traditional Ada. It's just because
Yeah,
the
but
whole
it could
company
be
has a
like
duck.
pieces of her.
I see her. Wow.
What? Oh, you see her already? I'm so bad at this.
I saw her face first, and I wasn't sure if that was it.
This is an actual screenshot that I took.
What the fuck?
Nope.
It was a very scary ride out of the elevator.
Oh, God, I think that made it worse.
Yeah.
No, I think that actually helps.
Can you zoom in one more time? The bigger one? Yeah. What the fuck? Where do you guys...
Did you find her, Alec?
No.
I don't...
She's on the left side of the screen. On the left half. This is a cleanup.
Ada cleanup.
Oh, I see her.
You do?
Yep. She kind of looks like Leon if he was wearing a red dress.
It's the bitch in the red dress.
I still don't see it. Oh my God.
She's got,
How do you even see that? What
she's
the
got
fuck?
red on her. All right, and the last one.
Jesus.
Oh, I see her.
I see her. I see
Yeah.
her.
What a sign.
Yeah.
We'll give Dragon in the chat a
No,
little bit.
fuck them guys.
Wow.
Wow.
Jeez, Alec.
Wow. She's like, this is
More
my
respect.
game.
I was trying to look for a zombie Ada because I thought that would have been really fun.
She's wearing
I'm so-
camouflage. Ada flage?
There's no fire here.
You see her?
No
Yeah. Everybody found her.
Yeah.
She's just chilling. She stuck out way too much until I brought the contrast down.
It looks like she's like, hey, I found a gun. Look.
She's like,
Yeah.
look at Leon. I got this gun.
Bang.
Shoot them. And that was Where's Wongdo?
Yeah.
The second installment of a really fun game to set up because it makes me laugh.
The fucking duck.
The duck.
Yeah.
Hey man,
So
I worked
good.
so hard to make that duck like
I was not
blend in
expecting
and
that.
shit. I know. I could tell that you actually found her when you started like your reaction. I was like, yeah, he actually did find her. He's not lying. Yeah.
All right, we got one more.
Oh. I already know one.
Which one?
Number 4.
Bit 1 is obscure.
Yep.
Good job.
Cover.
Gee, I
Bit
wonder if
7
they
is Donkey Kong's Donkey Kong Jungle Groove. Is
Oh
that
my
what
god,
it's called?
the bongos. They
Jungle
had
Beat?
those. They had those at the Game Center yesterday.
Yep. Donkey Konga bongos.
Bit 5 is the N64 controller.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bit 8. I
Is
wonder if
bit
it's House of
3
the Dead.
That's Ryu Hayabusa, isn't it?
8 is House of the Dead arcade cabinet.
Is
Is
4
3
Jill?
Ryu?
4 is not Jill.
3 is Raven from Tekken,
Oh.
which is almost Ryu. It's the
Right?
American. It's the American version.
Yeah. What am I looking at?
2's Outbreak.
Oh,
Okay, that's
yeah.
Outbreak. I was like, I know it's Resident
Yeah.
Evil, but I couldn't remember which one it is.
So what is 4 and
4 is what's that fucking game?
Oh, is that Snake? Like flipped upside down?
It's not
I
Snake.
thought it was the shoulder. Okay.
It's like a hand on a gun or something, or a railing.
It's
Dragon,
just the shoulder.
It is from
piece.
Metal Gear.
Okay.
Lee's got it. Sniper Wolf from the Twin Snakes. So the last one is number 6.
If you flip it upside down, you can see it better. It's like upside down.
I can't.
And then what? 8, we know what House of the Dead, and then 6. What is that? A Bobo PlayStation controller?
Bobo. Wow. It's the Resident Evil 2 controller.
Yep.
It was one of my show and tells on the podcast. Come on.
Oh, my bad. All right, so we did them all, right?
Yeah, well done. Get fucked.
Nice.
What? All right, great. So that leaves Nobody Asked Us.
Nobody asked us.
Was someone talking to you? No.
No.
Right in.
All right. Which game has the best looking save points in your opinion?
The best looking save points?
Yeah.
Oh, I can already answer this. No more heroes. They're toilets.
Oh my god.
I don't know about
Yes,
the
Dragon. There was a Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller. I think I used it in a different game.
best one. I like the save. Well, the save point of the save system in Wet, where she just like drinks the whiskey and then like shoots the bottle.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you also use the toilets to save in Dead Rising, so toilets are always a good one.
Yeah.
So, if you go by the pictures, the save spears in Final Fantasy X.
I'm gonna pick the save square from Silent Hill.
What I will innovation! Say, honestly, the codex was a cool thing in Metal Gear because like whoever you'd be calling would like usually talk to you afterwards.
I forgot you saved that way. You had to call Mei Ling.
Yeah. And then Rose in the second one, and Paramedic in the third.
And fourth, no one cares because it's just like
Yeah.
Wet was a really good game. That was very underrated.
You could use a nice remaster.
No.
But they'll fuck it up.
If they're gonna do something like that, they should do a remake. Just make the graphics look better. Because if they're just gonna clean it up, like it was already on an HD console, so like we don't need it to be HD or so. Like if they were gonna do that, it should be a remake.
Yeah.
Well,
plus, since it's the only one, and probably like not everybody remembers it, it'd be a cool one to like relaunch.
But I would still want them to bring back Lezadushku for it.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. Have you ever played a video game series backwards?
Never. Blasphemy. How dare you?
Yeah, I'm all about that shit. I don't know. I can't think of off the top of my head what, but I've done it. I'm doing it with No More Heroes right now. I'm starting with the third one.
So, I watched Lee play Final Fantasy X-2 before completing 10.
10.
And then I played Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, 4, 5 before I played Metal Gear and then Metal Gear 2. So technically, it's not in the timeline.
In Tomb Raider, didn't you like go to like a little camp to save the remake?
Well, the game has an autosave.
Yeah, but you could manually save too, I think, at the camps. Or I don't know, maybe you could manually save anyway.
You like force like every time you go to the camp it autosaves. So if you do something and you haven't hit a checkpoint, you just go to the camp and it auto saves. Although in the hardest, like in the survivor difficulty or the hardest difficulty, you can only save when you get to a like it doesn't have all the auto saves. It only saves at the camps. So like if
That's
you
probably
die
what I
and you're
was
not at a
thinking.
camp, yeah. I got the platinum for that, Alec.
Me too. Wait, you did the multiplayer shit?
Oh no, for Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
had
the
to do the hardest
multiplayer stuff on
difficulty.
the
I had to go
original was a
so
pain in the
far.
ass.
I had to go so far for the next campfire. It was so fucking hard.
All right, last one. Game and game genres that you like to play, and now you don't.
Sandbox.
Platformers.
Platformers are like dead.
Yeah, you go back and it's like I was thinking of the DMC Devil May Cry when I was playing it. I was like, fucking hell, I hate this shit.
That's not a platformer, though. I
Oh,
mean,
come on. You have to use specific things to get to the other bit and then the other bit.
yeah, but you did that like 3 times in the whole game.
It was fucking annoying.
It
To be
was.
honest, 5, I was playing 5 quite nicely, but then you have to jump on a fucking rocket. Ha!
This is kind of an honorable mention, but sort of RPGs. Like I find I always loved them and I like to play them, but now that my time's more limited, I don't like to play like long RPGs as much. Your kind of JRPG style.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about open world games. Like I still enjoy them, but I'm also a little bit irritated to play them because not only is it like overdone at this point, like everything has to be open world or massive for some reason. But also it's just like the dread of like sinking 100 hours into a game like when you don't have much time is not great. Like if you have the time to do it, like it's great, but like when every game
Nobody
is
got time for
100
that.
hours, like fuck, man. Especially when it's an open world that's just like either bloated with repetitive shit or it's just like open for the sake of
Dedicate
being
your
big.
life.
It's like, oh, ride a horse for literally 10 minutes to get to a location and there's like nothing in between the 2 points. Like it just they're running that into the ground. We've talked about that before though. But that's what I would pick.
Yeah, I'm with Lee in survival about wrestling games. The new ones I just do not have time for. It's like I try it and like, nope, it's still not fun anymore. I play the old ones. I still play the old ones because it's more fun.
Is it because they're like too simmy now?
Yeah, it's just like if I wanted to play, I could just watch the product, which I do enjoy watching the product. But when I'm playing the video games, I could jump off the Titantron and do all kinds of shit. So, yeah.
I also don't really have any friends that play fighting games right now, so fighting games are kind of something that I don't typically just sit and play by myself, but if I had people to play with, I really like them. And since I don't have people to play with, I don't typically play. And online is just, I feel like it's just too much. Like when I play fighting games online, they're just like people just like annihilate you, and it's not.
I'm
I
going to
don't
pick
know.
the same character over and over again and use the
Yeah.
same moves over and over again.
I like fighting games. I'll play fighting games with you guys.
Yay!
I still have to get Tekken 8
That would be
at some point.
awesome.
Jazz, what was yours?
I don't really have one that I can think of because I
You
still
didn't
like playing the games that I played before. I
They're
never
always
liked
fun.
playing like fighting games and was never really big on platforms.
nothing you got like burnt
So there's
out
like
on?
nothing. Yeah.
Like open world games.
Like, not that I like open world games. I got burnt out on games, but I didn't like them. Like I just
Yeah.
games that I don't
You'll get
particularly
burnt
like
out
to
on specific games.
Yeah, like games that I don't particularly like to play now. They're not games that I liked to play.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say that. Oh, I liked to play that before, but now I don't.
Yeah. It's like you've always kind of known what you liked.
Like I guess like I liked I enjoyed playing like World of Warcraft when I played it with friends, and then like they all kind of stopped playing with me, or like they got too advanced, and I played too much, I guess, and then I just got kind of like over it. Then I tried to pick it up again, and I was like, nah. But yeah, I don't know. I still like games like that. Just not.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of in the same boat as me because, like I said, even though I don't like, I'm kind of burnt out on open world games, and it's irritating to a degree. Like, I still enjoy them. Like Rise of the Ronin was another one of those, and I really like that game, but it was one of those. So like, there's aspects of it where I was annoyed, but I still like that kind of game. It's just there's too many.
Yeah. All right, well done, guys. This has been
episode 4682. This had. Oh wait. Hold on. I wasn't ready. You forced me into it, and I wasn't ready, Alec.
Damn it, Alec!
How could you do this?
God, you're ruined that game.
You son of a bitch!
Wardcast.
It is. It is. Every episode is my first.
You're a damn son of a bitch.
That is not the screen I wanted. This has been episode literally fucking up while we're joking about it. This has been episode 270. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you enjoy the podcast or any of the content at The Ward, please consider helping us grow by sharing our content, liking the video, and subscribing. You can also support us through patreon.com/The Ward Productions to get exclusive content. Have a great week. Watch the latest video on the channel, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.